187
naked
at 5810
city.
Murata
Die
Avenue.
nackte Stadt.
Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Hä? Worum geht's? Wohin laufe ich eigentlich? Moment.
Coroner says
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl,
Hä? Wohin gehe ich denn?
science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Ah,
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm the same way they would a fat bastard.
da lang.
I really
Oh
hope
Gott,
you're joking, Roy.
dieses Revier ist so verwirrend. Oh Gott.
I understand you.
You know the way. You can drive.
Die nackte Stadt. So heißt also der nächste Fall.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Okay, dann gehen wir rein.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Okay.
Thanks.
Erster Stock, Apartment 6, ganz hinten. Da. Da, wo die Tür wohl offen ist.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills, falls asleep in the tub, rest in peace, case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Eure Majestät. Dann gehen wir mal da rein.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
So.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Oh, ja, schon dran. So, was muss ich machen? Gucken wir uns mal das hier an.
Is it her in the photo? It's something else.
Sie wurde
The
erwürgt.
neck is bruised pretty badly.
Ah, das ist so ekelhaft, wenn die Knochen
Pretty girl
knacksen.
like that? Maybe she was having trouble with some boys, huh? Maybe she got her heart broken. Couldn't take
Was
it
zum...
anymore. So she ran herself aback and down some hill.
Very unusual ring.
Drifted off.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Okay. Die hat Bissstellen, oder was ist das? Hat sie Bissstellen, oder was ist das für blaue Flecken?
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. It put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
The morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find 2 guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Okay, was haben wir hier noch alles? Nein, 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 nein. Kann ich die, da liegen Tabletten, die will ich gerne ansehen. Mann, ich will Tabletten angucken. Da. Nein, nichts vom Wert. Ah, der Gerichtsmedizin steht direkt mit da dran den Pillen. Ah, da sind noch Pillen.
Looks like barbiturates. Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Was haben wir hier? Nur ein chaotisches Bett. Was haben wir denn da?
Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing?
Aha. Was haben wir denn da?
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Aber ein interessantes Döschen, muss ich sagen. Ein sehr interessantes Döschen. Hier bitte aus. Was haben wir noch hier alles?
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Warte mal. Untersuchen? Kann ich noch näher untersuchen? Ach so. Okay. Dann das nächste Bild. Ich wusste euch, dass ich untersuchen kann.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Was war denn da?
It's a place to start.
Na, dann suchen wir mal nach dem nächsten Bild. Ob da hinten auch was versteckt ist.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Ist da auch was drin? Nein, da ist natürlich nichts drin. So. Wer bist denn du?
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Geisteszustand des Opfers.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Das ist wahrscheinlich eine Lüge. Ich bin mir nicht sicher. Ich glaube, dass sie lügt, oder? Der Geisteszustand scheint nicht in Ordnung zu sein, wenn sie Tabletten nimmt.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Töpfe. Ich bin mir sicher, dass das was mit den Tabletten zu tun hat. Da.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
Privatleben des Opfers. Was wissen wir darüber?
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Aber wir haben einen Herrenanzug gefunden.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Doch.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
Was können Sie... beziehungsweise haben Sie eine Beziehung zum Opfer?
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Das zweifle ich mal an.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
So. Ich glaube, das war's hier, oder?
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Wie arbeiten die beiden zusammen?
Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know.
Warum ist jetzt diese Musik
I'm a
aktiviert?
Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Warum ist die Musik jetzt aktiviert? Muss ich irgendwas untersuchen? Ich gehe mal zum Mülleimer. Ah, was haben wir denn da? Ach,
Mal will be
interessant.
pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
Interessant. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass ich jetzt noch die Spritze untersuchen kann. Gut zu wissen. Wo ist das Auto von den beiden? Bukowski und Rusty. Ach, da ist unser Auto. Ah, komm schon, ein bisschen Scheinleichtel. Muss weg vom Radio.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Und dann gehen wir mal zu...
I need to go over the case notes.
Fine, where are we
Keine
headed?
Ahnung, wo müssen wir eigentlich hingehen? Jetzt über ein blaues Telefon. Ich suche ein blaues Telefon. Dann fahre ich lieber mal. Ich suche ein blaues Telefon. Oder? Ich weiß nicht, wohin wir müssen. Ich halte einfach mal dahin. Scheiß drauf. Moment. Fahren wir mal in die Richtung.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing off his lunch.
Hey, da ist so
All
viel.
units in the vicinity and any central unit. Citizen reports of 415 at 7th and Central. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Basti ist halt so. Kann man ja nichts machen. Aber jetzt mal trotzdem mal weiter. Und glaube ich, dass ich das Steuer wieder übernehme. Eigentlich wollte er erfahren.
Son of a bitch!
Boing. Was für eine Musik ist das denn jetzt hier? So heldenhaft. Oh, nach links. Und wir sind gleich angekommen. Dann gehen wir mal rein.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Keine Ahnung.
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
Was ist die Arbeitsgeschichte des Opfers? Bitte erzählen Sie uns das.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Lügt sie jetzt oder sagt sie die Wahrheit?
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Okay.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is
She's
she?
a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Was ist denn die Beziehung des Opfers?
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Henry Arnett, okay.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Was wissen Sie über diesen Mr. Henderson?
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Sie sagt offenbar die Wahrheit. Sie macht keine Gesichtszüge.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Tja, das passiert nun mal. Aber jetzt beende ich doch hiermit die Folge. Bleibt mir gewogen und bis morgen. Ciao.